Someone's asked me a question on one of my old videos whether you can apply new silicone over old silicone. They also said that AI says no and a YouTube guru says yes. That YouTube guru is Charlie DIY. He's my buddy. I do trust him, but I can't confidently answer the question unless I've tried it myself. So that's what we're going to do. These are my old mock-ups. They are 1 to 2, maybe even 3 years old. So it's been sitting there a while. They're two different types of sealant. The light grey one is a Dowsil 785 sanitary silicone, and the other one is a Everbuild Silicone 825 low modulus neutral cure sealant. And we're going to go over them with these because they're different products and you would never know what you've already put down, or especially if someone else has done it. This is X Pro, some kind of mold resistant sanitary silicone, and this is Sudocil 215LM. This is a hybrid polymer, and I'm trying to be quick. It is Wednesday at 9 o'clock. We've got various beads here. This one's hardly there at all because that's been pushed right in. This one has the gaps at the top and the bottom because I use soapy water. They might be super fat beads, but I'm using different colours and we're going to see whether they bond correctly or not. I will clean it with methylated spirits. I use these wipes. It's the following day, it's not even been 24 hours. 5:45, Thursday. As you can see from this collection, I've had to go through many tubes. We've had to go for a replacement. I couldn't do this, so we're just trying a general purpose silicone. Cut it in half. And then if one side hasn't bonded, we might have to leave the other day for say 3 days, and I'll release the video later than I intended, which should be tonight. Oh, I've still got 5 of these knives left if you fancy it. Okay, first off, I mean it's stuck to the tiles at least. So you can see that's 2 to 3 millimeters of new silicone and then the old silicone. I wish I had a proper close-up lens, but yeah, I mean that is bonded. I can't separate that. Let's test the general over the sanitary silicone. No, that's a negative. There you go, that didn't work. This one is sanitary silicone over sanitary silicone. Okay, now I'm peeling that off. It's harder, but yeah, there we go. It's not bonded. So yes, you can, no you can't. All depends on what silicone you've got. I'm not sure it's gonna make a difference, but I suppose we need to be fair about it. Let's give it another couple of days of curing time and we'll see whether that sanitary silicone sticks to that other sanitary silicone or it just doesn't. 8 o'clock on Saturday, almost 72 hours of curing. Okay, this one is a very thin film of white over grey, both sanitary silicone. I'm just going to see if it will rub off. Took a little bit of friction, but yeah, it's not really bonded, is it? This one is a really thick bead of general purpose silicone over sanitary silicone. That hasn't bonded. We're going to try these blobs in a second. This mock-up is a similar situation to what Charlie had. He had a smaller bead that was like set in. That means that there's a significant amount of silicone attached to this surface and that surface, in which case it's probably strong enough, even if the bond behind it is a little bit slippy. Probably would never, I would just clean it out, but if I was feeling a little bit lazy, it would be the only one that I would probably risk. Okay, blob test. This is sanitary silicone on sanitary silicone. 50-50. This is actually the same brand as the previous one. That seems to have done better. And then general purpose silicone on sanitary. That is a negative. Well, I wouldn't say Charlie was wrong, and I also wouldn't say that AI was wrong, but I would say there's too many variables to even risk trying it in the first place. If you want to know what the biggest myth is when it comes to silicone or caulking, watch that video there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.